UX-10 is here, the big box with lots of components. But will KnightMail's balls swing with precision, or will they fall short under pressure?
What's happening, YouTube? It's Beymac here, and UX-10 has finally arrived. Now, I ordered it from Japan on AliExpress, and it's just come yesterday, so filming today, but squished as anything. I don't know if you can see how flat that box is, but yeah, didn't arrive in the greatest condition, but I'm sure everything's fine inside. But yeah, this is the latest release from Takara Tomy. It's UX-10. The biggest release inside of it is KnightMail, which is Maltese Bay, and it has the ball gimmick. So let's dive in, let's unbox this, look at all the parts, battle them, see what we think of this latest release. This thing is huge. I have had to raise my tripod all the way up. Let's get this unboxed. Don't know if I need a knife cutter. It's pretty battered as it is. So you can see on the bottom of the box, you get 4 bays, 3 ratchets, and 6 bits. So I don't know why the ratio is like this. It is a customized set, so it's sure that it's for having spares, but I would like to have at least 4 ratchets to match the Beyblade, to be honest. Inside this box, we've got our pieces. All right, so that's all the pieces laid out. 4 bays, 3 ratchet, 6 bits. I'm going to break down them all, but I'm going to start off looking at the bays themselves. First up, we have KnightMail, and this is a brand new bay used by Multi in the anime. And the big thing with this is that it had large metal balls. You heard me, large metal balls embedded into the design. These balls are mobile, so they move vertically up and down. When they're impacted in battle, the idea is that they're there to help stabilize the bay. The weight of the balls will help push them back down and help stabilize it, keep it upright. The blade itself is pretty round. There are some jagged edges on it, so it could be used in defense or as an attack type. We'll see when we're testing. I don't know if this is going to be any good, these balls, but we'll test it out and give it a go. Next up, we'll crack open the one, to be honest, I was looking forward to most in this set, and this is the red painted Tornado Beat. This is a beautiful bay. If you've been watching my videos, you know that I've been trying to get hold of it within the BX31 boosters and not having much luck. So I finally got hold of a Tornado Beat, and this looks way better than the original. So I'm happy to have this. Yes, the paint is going to flake off of it, but it looks awesome. Probably going to join my competitive deck. This is an attacking bay. It's got these sharp points, sharp jagged edges around the outside, made to destabilize other Beyblades. Heavy hitting bay, and we know it does well competitively, so I'm excited to get hold of this and battle with it. Next up, we have Terra Swing, which was a Hasbro exclusive, but now it's made its way to Takara Tomy. Not a bad blade. It's a stamina type, and it's sort of like a Viper tail, but probably a bit better. It has these slopes around the blades to help lift up the other Beyblade, and it's meant to outlast other blades. We'll see how it does. I have the Hasbro version and I don't really rate it, so this is going to be similar. Next up, we have another beautiful looking bay, another painted bay. We have Hell's Hammer in this lovely blue. So this has 3 blades. It's meant to be an attacking heavy hitter blade, but from trying out previous Hell's Hammer, just too light, still quite rounded. It does all right. Mainly I like looking at it. It's a beautiful looking bay. Let me know if you guys have ever got a decent combination with Hell's Hammer. I struggled to find to get the most out of this bay. Next we'll move on to the ratchets, and I wish there were more, I really do. Especially some more low ones. First up we have the ratchet, which is a 160. So we've seen 160 before, but this is a yellow and browny gold looking version. So we know with 160 it's 4 attack types. It gives some extra weight in one part of it, so it hits heavy. Good ratchet, good for testing and having in the collection to use, having another one. Not much else I can say about that. Next up, we have a 7070 in this beautiful red, which is going to look awesome on Tyranno Beat. It is a thick boy, so it helps with good strength and good resistance scraping against the stadium floor. The thickness of it means it's good for attack, it's good for defense. It's a good looking bit. It does have a weakness though. There is one part of the ratchet that is protruding, which is going to enhance the burstability of this ratchet. And lastly for the ratchets is the brand new 385. So you can tell it's a 385 because it's actually written on this one. And this is the tallest ratchet that is currently developed. So it's going to be good for your defense type bays, ones that want to deflect any low attacking type bays. If we look at another one of the ratchets, you can see there is a part where the bit can lock into. With this, it does not have that feature, so you can essentially put any bit into it regardless of its burst resistance, as they will all do the same. So it's got 3 protruding parts. It's 85, so it's 85 millimeters in height. And lastly is the bits. So we've got a few new ones, a few recolors. So we'll break down each one quickly. First up is metal needle bit, and this will not be going in my stadium because they have been known to puncture and damage stadiums. But if you were to use it, it's a bit that focuses on stamina. It's not as effective as some other options. It's got a poor KO resistance. It does add some aggression to Beyblade's movement, but it hasn't got the durability and stamina. So honestly, I would just not even use it. I'd avoid it. Next up, we have Rush in this red color. Now, I have plans to use this on my Phoenix Wing. I don't know what you guys are thinking. Rush is an awesome bit. We've seen it before. It is one of the best attacking bits out there. Not greatest for stamina, but it's awesome for getting up onto the extreme rail and doing those heavy attacks. Good for your attacking type bays. Next up, we have the ball bit. This is your basic stamina type bit, and if you know competitive, it is one of the best bits available. It's a simple but effective design that's focused on stamina. It's just a great bit if you want something that will keep your Beyblade spinning for longer. It's one of the most consistent stamina types, so great to have another one in the collection. And then next up we have Point, which again is another great attacking type bit. One of the best types to use for attackers. We've seen it before. We know how good it is. Next up, we probably have the most interesting bit out of the lot. It is the Rubber XL bit. So on the bottom of this, you can see it's made of rubber. I've seen reports that these wear down quite quickly, but from feeling it, it is quite a hard rubber. And you can see there's quite a protruding edge around the edge. I don't know if they've done that just to allow for wearing down, or it's part of tactics that Takara Tomy have made. But we will see how it does in battles. If it does actually wear down, I'm probably not going to use this that much. It has 16 gears, so it makes sure you get up onto that rail nicely, and it gives it more of a controlled dash. So excited to use this. It's a good looking part. We'll see if it does wear down. And lastly is Bound Spike. It's got a bit of modification since normal Spike. Main difference is the shaft part of the bit, which is now designed to pop out of the Beyblade during impact. You can use this on any ratchet and it will pop out, so it's quite a smart design. Essentially helps it to jump or bounce, giving it a bit of shock absorbing action. It's intended to absorb some of the shock from the impacts, reducing the risk of self-recoil and giving you more control of your Beyblade's movement. Helps make the Beyblade more durable and allows it to maintain a better balance during battle. So we'll see if that works out. Cool looking bit. I like the innovation between it bouncing, so we'll see how it does. Okay, let's get these weighed. Starting with Hell's Hammer, which we know from past experience is quite a light bay. So 33.38. We'll go Terra Swing next. 34.6. The new KnightMail. 36.71, so it's quite a heavy bay. Got big balls. And then lastly, Tyranno Beat, which from experience is a heavy bay as well, 3.621. Quick weigh of the ratchets, feels quite light, 4.75. Check our 160. Yeah, 6. So that's a bit better, a bit heavier. And our 770, 7.24. So that's quite a meaty ratchet. I'm interested to put that on. And then for our bits, we'll start with Rubber XL. I can imagine it's quite heavy, 3.12. Compared to Rush, which is 2. Metal Needle, 2.89. Our ball bit, 2. And our point, 2.16. And our new one, Bound Spike, 2. So all pretty standard, except for Rubber XL is pretty weighty bit. So I'm going to put them together as suggested by the box. So Tyranno Beat with the 160. And the Rubber XL bit. Imagine that's going to be quite weighty, 45.3. And Terra Swing, it suggests you put on the 770 with a standard ball bit, 43, so a lot lighter. And KnightMail with the 385. And the Bound Spike. Yeah, bouncing. And then for Hell's Hammer, I'm going to put on another 160 because it looks nice and matchy. And I will put on the point. And that's coming in at 41, so super light bay. Right, let's get these battled and tested. So first up we have Tyranno Beat against the other dinosaur, Terra Swing. I'm using a dual launcher, and for those in the UK who can't get a hold of Noozle, which is the standard one, I actually got these custom printed off Etsy. So leave a comment and if you want to know where I got them from, and I'll let you know. But it worked out about £3 for the block and the puller, so decent. 3, 2, 1, let's rip. Terra Swing takes that. Not sure if that's because of the Rubber XL. That already looks dirty. I don't know if you can see it on camera. Next up, KnightMail and Hell's Hammer. Nice attack from KnightMail. Next up, Terra Swing against KnightMail. That was Terra Swing that took one. That was super destabilized on that, so those balls weren't helping it that much to restabilize. Next up, Tyranno Beat against KnightMail. KnightMail with another pocket finish. And lastly, KnightMail against Hell's Hammer. Hell's Hammer dealt a heavy blow there. Right, that's it from me, guys. UX-10 opened, reviewed. What do you guys think? Have you got hold of yours yet? I know there was some delay for Amazon Japan customers getting hold of it. I got mine from AliExpress and it came relatively quickly. But what do you think? I think it's an awesome bit of kit. For the money, you get quite a lot inside of it. And some of the bits are awesome. I haven't been able to get a hold of Tyranno Beat, as I said, so getting hold of one now is amazing. KnightMail is yet to be seen how effective it'll be. Terra Swing is Terra Swing. It's not a great bay. Hell's Hammer has an awesome recoat. I love the paint on it. And yeah, there's just some awesome bits. The 770 looks cool. The red rush is going to be useful. Even the white ball will be useful. But yeah, that's it from me, guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I am on my way to 100 subscribers, which is awesome. Thanks for your support so far. Make sure, if you haven't yet, to like and subscribe as well. Join me on this journey as I build up some collections, do some competitive battling. I actually have a competition this weekend, so that's cool. Hope you join along to see how that went. I probably will be putting Tyranno Beat into the deck, so stick around, like and subscribe. Really appreciate it. Catch you in the next one.